worth and value to black people who have been dehumanized systemically in this culture, and then to redouble our efforts to address the injustices that prevail so that they will no longer cloud our democratic possibility. This is America. This is not a black versus white issue. This is a right versus wrong issue. And all Americans of conscience must be galvanized by the recent events in Minneapolis, but more broadly what happened in Georgia, what happened in Kentucky. And the loss of black life becomes a kind of pornography of black death. The repetition of a cycle of black loss, seeing black people breathe their last minutes on earth beneath the knee of a man who we are told, according to the vice chair of the
That's 24 touchdowns, that nigga's in trouble.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. First and 10, Watson on the rush, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting the tone early for his defense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 36, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Campbell picks up his 2nd sack in the afternoon. I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend into the air, turn into a wall. They're back against it. They know exactly where they are on the field. So they end up in the end zone.
That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Talent.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses. But you get the sense offensively, they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give the defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now timeout is whistled. It appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Check out 36.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 9. Watson flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
That's my little nigga. Wow.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
Well, nowhere to go on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Forced can't find anywhere to go, and he goes down.
That's on me.
The pass rush has been a real strength already. They know to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also, when offensive line has to keep everybody to match protect, they have to scheme their way back to the quarterback.
He rifles one that's intercepted. That's a take around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. From the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, come on! That's bullshit!
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to strength to ground. Fields. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st down, Fields. And this is Cleveland. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Come on, y'all, look at the block.
Here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's fielded at the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Fields throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Fields. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now Saquon Barkley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The lake effect snow set to continue for the 2nd half of action as we are back underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken at the 46. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come on 2nd.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And again this time to the tailback.
Wow.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It was only asked to run once in the victory last week.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A nice pickup of 14, and it means the State sets up a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run forward, 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground. pretty much stoned him on that play and ended up creating a loss.
Come on, big boy, get in there.
From the 1 back to the 2. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Come on, y'all.
He'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Fields.
Oh, come on, baby.
Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Fields looking deep downfield.
Oh, get out of here. I was right there.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
2nd and 12 at the Texans' 26-yard line. Ready. 41 to Mike.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Miles Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense, he's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 85 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Fields. And this is going to be caught.
Bullshit, man. The fuck out of here.
There. Good for a gain of 17.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup.
You making all the passes and my guys can't fucking jump with him?
And defensively a backbreaker. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff looking right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much.
And all the way in, touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
You ain't going nowhere. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On first down, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere. And
oh, no, he lost the football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. This will be fielded at the 6. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Watson. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. Off play action. He's going to let it fly.
Come on, man. Fuck you jumping for? Keep running.
Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all.
I don't understand that. Why ain't fucking got to jump? He's 6'3".
Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Check, 24.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Check 37, check 37. Shoot. 49, check 49, check 49.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
I got you, Pop. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Oh, incomplete.
Can one of my DBs make the interception?
They're almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Gee,
Still
freaking
searching
crisp.
for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. A little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 13. Check 13. Slam.
Off the play fake. Fields. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the run, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
The pass finish,
Backs
man.
it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Watson on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, But now, it's all for naught.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Check 26, check 26.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
We play to win. Let's go. Let's go. Henry. Nice run forward. All day,
On first down, Fields. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Just
Throwing again. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for Cleveland, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.